So, I took Peach's class and the shit was ass. No, I'm just kidding. For 555, I learned new things. I also learned the sense of like being viral, how to get there, how to do it. Um, my only thing is, I seen her on live the other day, and she was talking about TikTok and how TikTok is very sensitive. It's more sensitive than Facebook. It's more sensitive than these other apps, and I wish we would have dove a little bit deeper into restrictions, how to protect yourself on TikTok, how to know when you're being reported, which I know usually that's restrictions, and how to fight against that. The things to say on live, which, a lot of that stuff is they tell you, but like you don't know until you're talking and you're being free speech, and then boom, you're a banana. Or boom, you're restricted, and now you're not showing up on any live feeds and things like that. So I think the class for $5.55 was good, but I really wish I can get in that creator class because I mean you get what you pay for, right? And that was one of her lower bracket prices, and that was very good for beginners. When I can't afford her full class, when she talks about Facebook, TikTok, or when she talks about FB, TikTok, and the other networks, IG, YT, I would love to get in that. But I do wish that we would have been more on the live concept. I currently don't use live for like gifts and stuff like that. And that's what TikTok likes. The money to stay in the app. I use it as a funnel for my other stuff, my consultations, my advice, my phone calls. I wish, because I'm always restricted, I've been on live for years, and although I still have clientele and people that come in, I'm always restricted because people have reported. Why are you at home? And this is why I love Peach, because she's going through something that I'm going through, but it's like on a grander or more grand scope. Like, it's people that's just not going to like you, and they're going to come in live and they're going to try to rebuke you. They're going to try to get you deleted. They're going to try to say, I don't like what you said, and so I'm going to... TikTok gives so many trolls the power over the creator. So I understand that. I wish that was expressed a little bit more in the class, but again, it was $5.55. So I'm super excited to save up. I hope she don't go up to $20K for the class. Maybe not in the same way, but in a similar way where we may talk about certain things, whether it be politics, spirituality, things that people may not naturally agree with. How to keep our lives from getting banned. How to keep us in a position or a space to, like, how do you talk to support? How do you advocate for yourself? How do you set up another account if yours is taken down, and like just so you can get back to where you were? How to build up that loyalty. And I'm talking about TikTok exclusively, because TikTok is just the most sensitive. And I would have loved that, but I also know the class was $5.55. And from what I took from the class, I enjoyed it. The energy was good. She went over time. No issues about the... And it's $5.55, y'all. You get what you pay for. But it was more than what I expected. And she gave actual strategy on how to make your videos viral. So I love that. But Peach, we want to know about restrictions. And you queen of restrictions and banning. No shade, no tea. I'm for real. Because it's other people like you that talk about things, maybe not in the way that you talk about them. But the girls want to know how to get those restrictions not to affect our page, and how to... I know she said something on Facebook the other day about she know how to operate TikTok and how to... How do I do that? Because I've been trying... And like I said, I don't use TikTok as my main stream. I use it as a funnel. And it's hard to use it as a funnel when nothing is being funneled because nobody is showing up because you're restricted. All right. But y'all, I would definitely advise the class. I also took her credit. Well, I purchased the credit repair information, working on those things. And when my bag levels up, I would definitely spend money with Peach. I will definitely spend more money with her. She is not a scammer. She tells you and outlines every single thing. And even if you go look up on ChatGPT, everything that she promises in the class, even a robot understands what's promised. Y'all just be expecting a little bit more for paying a little bit, because everybody loves paying for those lower funnels. But apply them so you get to a bigger funnel and then really pick her brain with the other things she offers. That's at least my strategy. But that was my review on Peach McIntyre's class, and talk to y'all later.